What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Bunch of new subscribers lately, so appreciate you guys doing the damn thing, subscribing. And let's get right into it. I've got 5 super underrated movies from my horror DVD collection today that I want to share with you guys. But before I get into any of that, please slam that like button, yo. Let's keep the subscribers coming, man. I think we're at like 560, I want to say, something like that. So let's keep it cruising, man. Next goal is 600, then 700, etc. But let's get right into it because I wanted to kind of showcase some DVDs today. It seems like DVDs are a hot topic of conversation these days, and I have quite a bit of a DVD collection. It's quite large. And if you want to see more, definitely go give me a follow over on Instagram, over on Instagram at Miles of Horror. But let's get right into these 5 picks because I love all 5 of these movies and they're super underrated movies. But I have the DVDs, and there are some of these that did get Blu-ray releases. So I'm gonna kind of take you through that as well. But let's get right into it. So the first movie is an Australian film that just got a upgrade from Umbrella, and that is none other than Black Sheep. And so I just watched this recently for the first time. This is the unrated cut. I just happened to, in acquiring different DVDs and DVD collections, and I happen to have like 3 copies of this, but I'd never seen it. And I watched it recently, and this movie is fucking awesome. Okay, it is so awesome. The DVD is readily available. Now, the Umbrella edition probably costs you like, I don't know, $50 and shipping from Umbrella because it's Australian. So I'd recommend going for the DVD. It looks great. I might watch it on my CRT, but it probably looks even better on a flat screen on a high def TV. But this movie freaking rocks. It's basically about mutated sheep that just are out for blood. And then eventually we get to a mutated human sheep crossover combo, and there's a serum, and it's like Reanimator but with sheep in a lot of ways. And it's so fucking awesome. It's a lot of body horror in here and a lot of great gore. And it is B movie horror like to the max. If you like B movies and you like fucking wild ass times, creature features, definitely check this one out. It's called Black Sheep. I had so much fun with it. And I was talking to my buddy Jordan. I was like, dude, I'll hook you up with the DVD because I have 3 of these. But after I watched it, I was like, I kind of want the upgrade Blu-ray from Umbrella, but I'm not going to. It's not worth it. The DVD was totally fine. But yeah, the movie's called Black Sheep, and it was freaking awesome, man. Definitely check this out. Totally caught me by surprise. I did not think this would be as awesome as it was. Such a fun movie. All right, next up. We have another, it's like a remake sequel kind of vibe. A movie I loved growing up. I watched this with my dad when I was younger, and this is like one of the first real like B horror movies that stuck with me. That's not true. I think it's one of the, I watched it in my teen years, and it was one of the first real like B horror movies with like a lot of gore that kind of really stuck with me. But anyway, it's none other than Robert Englund in 2001 Maniacs. The South's gonna rise again. If you haven't seen this, it is there's amazing nudity, amazing gore. There's some supernatural in here. 2001 Maniacs rules, kicks ass, super twisty ending. Basically, a group of teens get into some hijinks going away to spring break for the weekend, and they get a little detour and head out to this random plantation where everyone's a Confederate, Confederacy supporter, and they're Deep South supporters, and you find out that not everything that meets the eye is as it seems, and there's a whole bunch of twists and turns. But like I said, the dialogue in this is perfect. Okay, there's so many great one-liners in here. The characters are awesome. Some of my favorite, to be like completely honest with you, some of my favorite deaths in horror history. Like it is every single death in this movie is creative and fun and unique. I love 2001 Maniacs. I can't stress enough how much I adore this movie. If you have not checked it out, definitely check it out. Now there was so this is the sequel to the remake of the sequel. Okay, that's what it is. So there was a remake of the original 2000 Maniacs with Bill Moseley, and I haven't seen that one in forever. I got to revisit that one. This is the one I really remember from when I was younger. But anyway, 2001 Maniacs, Robert Englund, super cool. All right, next one. This is super low budget schlock, which is my vibe. My vibe that you guys know is my deal. Coming from Wild Eye Releasing, which is a very hit or miss kind of company. Some of their stuff fucking rocks. Um, sometimes you get movies from them, and it's like this slaps, dude. Like it's hard because it's like you get a movie that slaps, and it's like you buy 5 others that are terrible. So it's kind of hard to figure out which ones are good and which ones are not. That's why you get a whole bunch of. That's why you get $150 worth of DVDs on Black Friday and just pick through the gold, baby. Pick through the trash. So it's a movie called Death Rink. Okay, now this one kind of falls on the in between. It's not great, I'll tell you that right now, but it is a ton of fun. Okay, there's gore, there's nudity. It all is like 80s style. Um, everything's through a filter. It kind of reminds me of like Disco Exorcist in a lot of ways. If you caught that one, I did a fuller video review on that. But again, it's like fun. A bunch of teens at a rink, and the motive for the killer suit is so dumb, and but I had a lot of fun with it. I like movies like this, and it's visually pleasing. So any movie that's visually pleasing, I'm okay with, especially when it comes to slashers. And also, take a look at that artwork. I mean, you're telling me you don't want to watch this after that awesome cover? So yeah, I mean, Bloody Disgusting quoted the back. They said, "Roller Boogie meets Friday the 13th." And then Horror wrote pure throwback slasher, and that's kind of what it is. It's a pure throwback slasher from the 80s. Just a lot of fun. So you got Death Rink, you got teens on skates doing the damn thing. So there it is. You got Death Rink, really fun movie. I mean, you could probably get this thing for like $3 or $4. So yeah, Death Rink. All right, next up, we got another movie that I watched recently, which goes from 0 to 100 instantly. It is a wild, wild movie. There was a second, a third, and maybe even a fourth. Produced by Ben Affleck, Wes Craven, Matt Damon, and it's a movie called Feast. Now, this is the unrated cut, which again, it goes from 0 to 100 in instance. Okay, so basically premise of the movie is everyone's kind of hanging out at a bar. It's super sleazy, some sexy women, and someone barges into the bar and says, everyone get down, everyone get down. I don't know what they are, but there are these creatures out there and they're coming. And that's how the movie starts, and it is fucking batshit. It's body horror, there's transformations. Feast is awesome. It is so much fun. I guess my only real request for this movie is I wish we saw a little bit more of the creatures, but you see enough. It's not like you don't see them. You do. Maybe on like a Blu-ray, you'd probably see it more. I watched this on my CRT. I got to rewatch it on my flat screen. But Feast is a banging good time, man. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend Feast with wholeheartedly. If you have not checked this one out, definitely check it out. And check out the unrated version for all the extra gore and nudity. All right. And last up, we have honestly one of my favorite recent watches. It's hard for me to describe this movie because it's so bizarre, but it's fantastic. It is bizarre in all the best ways. And it is schlock in all the best ways, and it is so over the top perfection. The dialogue is excellent. The characters are so over the top and B characters that it just works so well for me. Again, one of my favorite watches of this entire year. I thought about upgrading it because I loved it so much, but I'm going to stick with the DVD. But this is coming from SRS Cinema. You guys know I love SRS. And that is a movie called She Kills. Okay, now the premise of this movie is it's kind of like a rape revenge story, but the main character finds out, and this is where it gets bonkers, no pun intended, because it's directed by Ron Bonk. It gets bonkers because it turns out that her nether regions down below, her genitalia, is possessed by the devil. Okay, and that's kind of the premise of the movie. And she goes on a rape revenge mission with this knowledge. And she doesn't know how to harness these powers at first, but she does. And again, this movie goes from 0 to 100 so quick, and it is so out there and perfect. I cannot stress enough how much I love this movie. The main antagonist, the villain, has this beard that comes down here and goes all the way down to his chest nipple. It's so funny. And he's just the most ridiculous character ever. And he's so over the top and the way he speaks. It was awesome, man. This was such a pleasurable, no pun intended, watch for me. The movie's called She Kills. Yo, if you have not seen this one, I cannot recommend it enough. So much fun. So yeah, She Kills, about devil possessed nether regions. Kind of in the vein of It Follows, but much higher, much different vibe. It Follows is dark and deceptive and tone. This is like uppity and fun and wild. So yeah, She Kills. So quick review. We got Black Sheep. Boom. We got 2001 Maniacs, Robert Englund. We got Death Rank coming over from Wild Eye releasing. We got Feast, the unrated cut. So much fun. And then we got She Kills. So I cannot stress enough all these. And the DVDs are super cheap, man. You can probably get all these for under $3 each. Okay, truly. So definitely check them out. Hit me up in the comments if you guys have seen any of these. Okay, because my taste in cinema is not everyone's. And so I want to hear from you guys, the people that watch these movies like Feast and She Kills, and hit me up in the comments. If you haven't, that's okay too. You can still hit me up, and I appreciate y'all hanging out. Have a good night. Your boy Miles out. Peace. Let me end you guys with something good here. Let me see what I got. What do I want to do here? Something good, but I don't know what. I don't know if I have anything good here for you guys. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. All right, guys. Peace out. I'll catch y'all later.